Welcome back to episode 8 of Locker Room Talk with Jamie. This is Friday, October 16th, 2020, and today's topic is golf. And other things. Our stat of the week this week is that it's going to be an exciting year in the UEFA, which is Europe Champions League, as there is a record 10 U.S. men's national team members playing for their club sides. They include Tyler Adams, that plays for Red Bull La Paz, Conrad Del Futa, Barcelona, and also Sergio Diaz plays for Barcelona. Ethan Hallway plays for Club Brugge. Winston McKinney just signed with Juventus of Italy. Alex Mendez plays for Ajax of Amsterdam. Christian Pulisic plays for Chelsea of the English Premier League. And then you have Gino Reyna, who plays for Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. Chris Richard plays for Bayern Munich, and Zach Stolfi plays for Manchester City of the English Premier League. And the exciting thing is that they're all under 25 years of age. By the way, the previous high is 6 American on Champions League rosters, which happened in 2002, 2003. Now, our rant of the week is tied to our worst of the week, in that you can't compare eras. During the last week, Rafa Nadal tied Roger Federer for 20 Grand Slam victories with his victory at the French Open. Also, Lewis Hamilton ties the legendary Michael Schumacher record of 91 Formula One wins. And also tied to the worst of the week, like I said, is that the Lakers and LeBron James won another title. You can't, the easiest comparison is Rafa Nadal over Roger Federer, because they played in the same era. But someone like Michael Schumacher compared to Lewis Hamilton now, you can't compare that era because the cars were so different. Same thing with LeBron James and Michael Jordan. The games were so different back in Michael Jordan's era than it is now. So you really, I hate when people compare athletes from the 80s and 90s to now, because you can't. The games are different, and the sports are completely different. But that ties in to our updates on darts. This week, Gerwin Price, the Iceman, came out victorious last week during the for the framework. yeah. For Goin Price won the World Grand Prix darts. And what I want to say, although it's cold, the Professional Darts Corporation has tried their best on playing their the played rock out music and all. It's still not the same without fans. I mean, and Sky Sports, the broadcaster in the UK, try to pump in, crowd noise, but it just doesn't feel the same. That darts is definitely one sport that needs um, sports. Our NFL update this week is that there's been a lot of schedule changes because of COVID-19. So the schedule is kind of mixed up. For example, the Patriots were supposed to have their bye week this week, but they had it last week. And also, just breaking news, and it is rarely breaking news, that there that the Patriots practice facility was closed for another day because of a positive COVID test. So I don't know if they're gonna play Denver this Sunday. Still up in the air. This week we'll give you an update on the U.S. Women's Open golf. This has been a crazy year with only a mixed up schedule where everything is not for example, they had the Women's British Open, and I'll get to my rant on that. When they went to NBC, the Royal Ancient Golf Course of St. Andrews said to the broadcast NBC, "We want you to call the men's championship the Open Championship, not the British Open." Okay, I get that. But my question is, why don't you call the women's championship the Women's Open Championship instead of the Women's British Open? If you're not going to call one, that's interesting to me. But it's been a lot of craziness. Our team of the week is Ellis Tech football. Recently on WINY, they have a good team with a good coach. Forward to looking forward to playing spring. I know they're playing 6-on-6 football currently to get past playing that non-contact, and they have other drills that they're trying to put on a game, but it's good luck for every team in the ECC conference, Eastern Connecticut Conference. Our quote of the week is, I found this on Facebook, autism, we are not here to fill in your box. We are here to help you realize there is no box. the best and worst of the week. The best is that the Tampa Bay Rays beat the Yankees in baseball division series. That I hate the Yankees, so it's a good thing whenever they lose. The worst of the weekend is, like I said, the LA Lakers won the NBA championship. This is bad for two reasons. Because now they tie the Boston Celtics with the most titles, and there'll be endless talk on social media and ESPN about LeBron being better than Michael Jordan. Sorry, folks. LeBron is not better than Michael Jordan. Like I said before, it's a different game, all new players, and Michael Jordan did it every night of the week. LeBron James take some nights off. So I'm sorry to say. But just in the worst of the week also is that South African rugby has pulled out of the rugby championship tournament that they play with Argentina, Australia, and New Zealand due to the COVID pandemic. South Africa's national rugby team has not played a game in 2020. Their last game was winning the Rugby World Cup in November of 2019. So it's a disappointing that South Africa won't be able to defend their title in the rugby championship. I'm glad they still have games in Australia, but it won't be South Africa. And the reason I have a little piece of my heart in South Africa is because of Nelson Mandela and his advocacy against racial apartheid. So I'll have more on that in upcoming weeks, certainly. Next week, it's cycling season. We will review the Giro and also the Tour of Spain that will be going on during next week. We also have our fundraiser up until the 30th, and we still need sponsors for our various segments on the show. If you would like to contact us at lockerroomtalkwithjamie@gmail.com. We are on iTunes, Spotify, Sounder, Google, YouTube, anywhere you get your podcast. Remember to rate and review us so we can get up the charts, and stay classy, sports fans.